Henry VIII, the king of desire, love, power, and the bloody crown. Born in 1491, Henry VIII, the second Tudor king of England, was one of the most powerful and controversial monarchs in history. He changed religion for love, swapped 6 wives out of desire, and executed 2 of them, the king of desire. His life was soaked in love, power, and blood. Now, let's uncover the true face of England's most flamboyant and ruthless king, Henry VIII. The young Henry VIII was irresistibly charming, athletic, artistic, and captivating to women. Standing 6 feet 2,188 centimeters, a giant for his time, and weighing 180 kilograms in his later years. He ascended the throne in 1509 and ruled for 38 years, reshaping England's religion, politics, and love life. But his desires were insatiable. He ate 20 plates a day and his waist grew to 54 inches. An endless appetite for food and love. Henry VIII's first wife was Catherine of Aragon, a Spanish princess and the widow of his brother. At first, their marriage was political, but Henry gradually opened his heart to Catherine's wisdom and devotion. They had a daughter, Mary, who would later become England's first reigning queen, remembered by the nickname Bloody Mary. However, Henry longed for a son and grew increasingly dissatisfied. When Catherine could not give him a male heir, his heart turned to Anne Boleyn. Henry asked the Pope for an annulment, but when it was refused, he broke from the Roman Catholic Church, established his own religion, the Church of England, and declared his marriage to Catherine null and void. Second wife, Anne Boleyn, mother of Elizabeth I. Henry was obsessed with her, even breaking with the church for love. But love only lasted 3 years. When she failed to produce a son, Henry accused her of treason, adultery, and incest. Anne was executed at the Tower of London. Ironically, on that same day, Jane Seymour was picking out her wedding dress, preparing to marry the king. Third wife, Jane Seymour. Henry's true love was not Anne. Jane Seymour said firmly, "I will not sleep with you before marriage." That one sentence broke Henry completely. A day after Anne's execution, he became engaged to Jane. In 1537, Jane gave birth to Edward VI, the son Henry longed for, but died just 12 days later from postnatal complications. Her tomb reads, "From her death, another phoenix is born." Henry's last wish, "Let her be buried beside me." Jane remained the only wife buried with the king. Fourth wife, Anne of Cleves, was a political marriage. Henry fell for her portrait, but upon meeting her, he said, "She is too plain." The marriage was annulled after 6 months, yet she survived and remained on friendly terms with the king. Fifth wife, Catherine Howard, young and beautiful. Catherine Howard was accused of adultery and executed at the Tower of London. A niece of Anne Boleyn, she shared the same tragic fate. Her last words, "The only sin I committed was to long for love." Sixth wife, Catherine Parr, the final queen, cared for Henry in his old age. Managing his illness and volatile temper after Henry's death, she remarried, yet his shadow followed her for life. Henry VIII changed religion for love and destroyed 6 women with desire. Every decision reshaped England's destiny. Anne Boleyn's daughter, Elizabeth I, later led England into its golden age. Henry's blood and sins remain at the heart of history. Henry VIII, one of the most powerful and controversial rulers in English history. He reshaped religion and wielded absolute power, leaving a legacy that continues to spark debate. His private life was marked by passion, cruelty, and ambition. Yet his reign fundamentally altered the course of English and European history.